Having a gain mindset helps learning and going through the process of growth and development a much more enjoyable experience, because the gain mindset says that instead of focusing on where you're not and how far you have to go, you are celebrating and recognizing how far you've come. Because we all start somewhere whether we're starting a new business or a new workout routine or a new style of eating or a new habit with our family. Whatever it is that you are starting new, you start at zero. And for a lot of us, when we start something new, we set a goal for where we want to be. And so we want that to be, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. We want to know that we are making progress towards that. And whether you're setting that as a daily goal or a monthly goal or a yearly goal or even longer term than that, it still allows you to work towards something. So those are all very good things that you should be doing. However, we're going to start here at zero. And if the goal is here, this is where we want to end up, and we make it this far, it's easy to get discouraged because you still have all of this to go. But if you come back here and you look back on where you started and how far you've come, to celebrate that progress, to celebrate that growth, to celebrate those wins, it keeps you more encouraged and more motivated to keep going. Because the last thing we want to do is to give up in the middle and forfeit the growth and forfeit the miracle and forfeit the change and the transformation that we're working towards in our life. And even when you're working out, a lot of the time, or working out, business, whatever, I'm going to use working out for this example, because if I'm working out and I get to the end of a workout and I'm like, oh, should I do core or not? Like, I'm kind of tired. I did my workout, but I should probably do some core. So I sit down and I'm like, and I tell myself, okay, 30 seconds of abs is better than no seconds of abs. 10 sit-ups is better than no sit-ups. So it might not be the 5 minutes that I probably think that I should do, but if I do a little bit, that's definitely better than not doing it at all. And so that's what encourages me to do something, because something is always better than nothing. And a lot of the times when we do that little something, it then encourages us that we can do a little bit more. Be like, oh wow, like those 10 crunches didn't feel so bad. I could probably do 10 more. So then we go, and maybe we didn't do 5 minutes of abs, but maybe we made it to 3 minutes of abs. And that right there is something worth celebrating. But it is that kind of mindset of celebrating and being proud of ourselves for what we are accomplishing, for the growth that we are experiencing, especially when growth happens little by little by little over time. It is not an instant thing. It is not an overnight thing. And if we go all in with this striving and this perfection, we will fail every time. So growth, being human, that involves grace. That involves being able to give yourself grace for the fact that you will mess up. Life will happen. You will not achieve 100% of your goal 100% of the time, because then you are striving in your own strength and not relying and resting in God's power and in His grace, and realizing that we do not have to have it all figured out, but it is the forward movement. It is one step at a time, that consistency over time. That is what changes our mind. That is what changes our life. That is what changes our heart. And that is the progress that we should be celebrating, and then moving through that with a positive gain mindset instead of getting discouraged on what we haven't done or what we haven't accomplished. So something is always better than nothing.